Are you ready to break free from the limitations that have been holding you back? Because here's the truth, you are the greatest force in your own life. The key to unlocking your potential, to achieving success, doesn't lie in external circumstances, it lies within you. Let's talk about brainwashing. When you hear the word brainwash, you might think of something negative, but I'm here to tell you that brainwashing yourself for success is one of the most powerful things you can do. I'm not talking about washing away your thoughts, but about intentionally programming your mind for greatness. You have to brainwash yourself with the thoughts, beliefs, and habits that will move you forward in life. Let's talk about repetition. Your mind is like a garden. If you plant seeds of negativity, doubt, and fear, that's exactly what will grow. But if you plant seeds of hope, possibility, and self-belief, you'll begin to see a harvest of success in your life. Repeating empowering thoughts and affirmations daily creates new neural pathways in your brain, reprogramming you for success. It's all about what you feed your mind day in and day out. Understand this: 95% of your actions are controlled by your subconscious mind. If you don't actively control your subconscious, it will control you. Your subconscious is like a powerful computer running programs that were installed through years of experiences, beliefs, and past decisions. But here's the good news: you can reprogram it. When you consistently feed your mind with success-driven thoughts, your subconscious starts working for you, driving you toward your goals with less effort. We need to talk about breaking negative patterns. Many people are stuck in a cycle of limiting beliefs and habits that prevent them from moving forward. You can't expect to change your life unless you change your thoughts. When you notice a negative thought creeping in, whether it's about your ability, your future, or your potential, replace it immediately with something more empowering. The more you practice replacing negative thoughts with positive ones, the faster you'll rewire your mind for success. You must have unshakable belief in yourself. It all starts with belief. You've got to believe that success is possible for you and that you have everything you need to make it happen. This belief isn't something that just appears one day. It's built through consistent action, affirmations, and visualizations. The more you visualize your success and affirm your ability to achieve it, the more real it becomes to your mind. Your belief in yourself is the foundation on which your success will be built. Success doesn't happen in a day. It's the small, consistent actions that you take every single day that build up into massive success over time. The more you practice these success habits, the more they become ingrained in your daily life. But it all starts with your thoughts. If you think like a successful person, you'll naturally begin to act like one. Over time, these actions will form habits, and those habits will lead to the success you're after. Brainwashing yourself for success isn't about changing who you are. It's about unleashing the best version of yourself. You have the power to control your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. So, take control of your mind, reprogram it for success, and watch your life transform. Success is a mindset, and once you've brainwashed yourself for success, there's no limit to what you can achieve. The power of repetition is often underestimated, but it is one of the most crucial principles when it comes to achieving success. To truly understand the significance of repetition, it's essential to grasp how the brain works. The brain is wired to process information and experiences, but its efficiency in doing so is largely determined by the frequency with which it encounters stimuli. In simple terms, what you focus on most consistently is what your brain learns to prioritize and react to. Repetition is like planting seeds in your mind. Imagine your brain as a garden. If you plant seeds of negativity, doubt, and fear, they'll grow and take root, becoming dominant thoughts in your subconscious. These thoughts will influence your actions and decisions, holding you back from reaching your full potential. However, if you intentionally plant seeds of positivity, hope, and belief in your abilities, these thoughts will begin to grow and flourish. Over time, they will shape your subconscious and define your actions. The more you repeat empowering thoughts and affirmations, the deeper they embed in your subconscious mind, ultimately guiding your behavior in the direction of success. Think of repetition as a tool to rewire your brain. When you repeat something often enough, your brain forms new neural pathways. This process, known as neuroplasticity, allows you to create new habits and thought patterns. If you've ever tried to learn something new, like a language or a skill, you know how repetition plays a key role in mastering it. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Similarly, the more you repeat positive and success-oriented thoughts, the more natural it becomes to think and act in ways that align with your goals. One of the most important aspects of repetition is that it doesn't just apply to thoughts or affirmations. It also extends to the actions you take. Consistently taking small, intentional actions each day compounds over time. Think of it this way: if you're trying to get fit, one workout may not do much. But if you commit to working out every day, those daily repetitions add up and transform your body. The same principle applies to success. Consistently taking action toward your goals, no matter how small, will eventually lead to significant results. The more you make success a daily habit, the more it becomes ingrained in your life. The power of repetition also influences the way you handle challenges and setbacks. When you repeat empowering thoughts and affirmations, you start to build mental resilience. Life will always throw challenges your way, but with repetition, you can train your mind to stay focused on solutions rather than problems. Repetition helps you reinforce the belief that you are capable of overcoming obstacles, which in turn gives you the strength to keep moving forward, no matter what happens. Repetition helps you build confidence. The more you repeat positive affirmations, the more you start to believe in yourself. It might feel awkward or unnatural at first, but over time, as you continue to repeat these affirmations, your confidence grows. Confidence isn't something that's just given to a select few. It's a skill that's developed through consistent practice. Repetition helps you internalize the belief that you are worthy of success, and once you believe it, you begin to act in ways that align with that belief. Repetition also helps to eliminate doubt. The more you reinforce positive thoughts and actions, the less room there is for negative thoughts and doubts to take hold. Doubt is one of the greatest obstacles to success. It prevents you from taking action and moving forward. However, when you repeatedly affirm your ability to succeed and visualize your success, you create a powerful mental barrier against doubt. This shift in mindset is vital because it enables you to stay focused on your goals and keep moving forward, even in the face of challenges. The key to making repetition work for you is consistency. You can't expect to change your life with just one affirmation or one action. It's the daily, consistent efforts that bring about real transformation. You need to repeat your empowering thoughts, beliefs, and actions every day without fail. The more consistent you are, the more ingrained these positive habits become. Over time, you'll notice that your mindset has shifted. You'll start to think like a successful person, act like one, and ultimately achieve the success you've been striving for. It's important to remember that repetition is not just about quantity, it's about quality. When you repeat something, whether it's a thought, affirmation, or action, you need to do so with intention. Simply going through the motions won't have the same impact as consciously repeating something with focus and belief. When you repeat an affirmation, for example, don't just say the words, feel them. Visualize the success that you're affirming and immerse yourself in the emotions of what it would feel like to achieve it. The more you engage your emotions and your mind in the repetition, the more powerful the effect will be. Repetition can also help you stay motivated. It's easy to get discouraged when you don't see immediate results. But by repeating positive thoughts and actions, you're continuously reinforcing your commitment to success. The more you repeat the steps that lead to success, the more you reinforce your belief that success is inevitable. This ongoing reinforcement keeps you motivated even when things get tough. When you repeat your goals and affirmations, you remind yourself why you started in the first place, which reignites your passion and determination. The power of repetition is an incredibly effective tool for brainwashing yourself for success. By consistently repeating empowering thoughts, actions, and beliefs, you train your mind to focus on success and eliminate any negative or limiting beliefs that may be holding you back. Repetition creates new neural pathways, builds confidence, eliminates doubt, and helps you stay motivated. It's the secret to transforming your mindset, your habits, and ultimately, your life. Success begins in the mind. The subconscious mind is responsible for 95% of our daily actions and decisions. While we consciously think we are in control, much of what we do and believe is driven by subconscious programming. This programming is formed from experiences, past beliefs, and external influences, and it runs silently in the background, influencing how we respond to situations, opportunities, and challenges. The power of the subconscious mind is undeniable, which is why reprogramming it is essential for creating lasting success. The key is understanding that your subconscious mind is not fixed. It's malleable and can be rewired by the thoughts you choose to focus on. In order to succeed, you must feed your subconscious mind with positive, success-oriented thoughts, beliefs, and images. Programming the subconscious mind for success requires consistent, focused effort. It's not enough to simply wish for success or have fleeting positive thoughts every once in a while. To reprogram your subconscious, you need to be deliberate in what you expose it to. This is where repetition becomes vital. When you repeatedly expose your mind to affirmations, images of success, and thoughts of abundance, your subconscious begins to accept these as truths. Over time, your thoughts shift, and what once felt impossible begins to feel achievable. The subconscious doesn't differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. This is why visualization is such a powerful tool for success. When you vividly imagine yourself succeeding, whether it's achieving a career goal, building a business, or mastering a skill, you are essentially programming your subconscious to believe that success is not just possible, but inevitable. Another key element of programming the subconscious mind is eliminating limiting beliefs. Many people have deep, rooted beliefs that they are not worthy of success, that they are not capable of achieving their dreams, or that success is for others, not them. These beliefs often stem from childhood experiences, societal conditioning, or past failures. These limiting beliefs create a barrier between you and your success. To truly reprogram your subconscious, you need to identify these limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. Every time you catch yourself thinking or saying something negative about your abilities or your potential, replace it with a positive affirmation. This will gradually replace the negative programming with positive, empowering beliefs. The more consistently you practice this, the faster you will begin to see changes in your behavior and results. An important aspect of reprogramming your subconscious mind is understanding the role of emotions. Emotions are powerful drivers of behavior, and the subconscious mind responds strongly to them. When you repeat positive affirmations or visualize success, it's crucial to also evoke positive emotions during the process. Imagine how it would feel to achieve your goals. Allow yourself to experience the joy, pride, and excitement that would come with your success. By connecting your thoughts with strong, positive emotions, you make the programming process more effective. The subconscious mind responds more to emotions than logic, so the more emotionally charged your thoughts are, the stronger the imprint they leave on your subconscious. Another method to program your subconscious mind is through the use of affirmations. Affirmations are short, positive statements that help reframe your thinking and align it with your desired outcomes. When repeated consistently, they serve as a powerful tool to counteract negative self-talk and limit beliefs. For example, if you've struggled with self-doubt, an affirmation like, "I am capable of achieving my goals," or "I am worthy of success," can begin to shift your perception. These affirmations gradually replace the negative thoughts that hold you back and create a new belief system that supports your success. The repetition of these positive statements will eventually become automatic, and your subconscious will start to reinforce the belief that success is within your reach. Another key aspect of programming your subconscious mind is the role of your environment. The people, media, and situations you expose yourself to all have a significant influence on your subconscious programming. If you surround yourself with negativity or people who discourage your dreams, your subconscious mind will absorb that energy. On the other hand, if you immerse yourself in environments that support your growth, whether it's through mentorship, books, or media that inspire and motivate you, your subconscious will start to adopt those beliefs as well. Creating a positive, success-oriented environment is crucial for reinforcing the new programming you are trying to establish. Reprogramming your subconscious mind is not a one-time effort, but a continuous process. It requires consistent practice, repetition, and a strong belief in the process. The more you feed your mind with empowering thoughts, the more natural it becomes to think and act in alignment with your goals. Over time, these thoughts will become your default way of thinking, and success will no longer feel like something you have to chase. It will feel like a natural outcome of who you have become. When you program your subconscious mind for success, it becomes the driving force behind your actions. It empowers you to take bold steps, make confident decisions, and persist in the face of challenges, all while believing that success is not only possible but inevitable. It's important to be patient and compassionate with yourself. Changing deeply ingrained beliefs takes time, and there will be moments of doubt and setbacks. However, the more you stay committed to the process of reprogramming your mind, the faster you will start to see results. Remember, success begins with your thoughts, and by consistently feeding your subconscious mind with the right information, you are setting the stage for a future filled with limitless possibilities. Your subconscious mind is a powerful ally in your journey to success, and by learning to harness its power, you are unlocking the door to a life of achievement and fulfillment. The key to success lies in your ability to take control of your mind and consciously program it to work for you, not against you. When you feed your mind with positive thoughts, beliefs, and affirmations, you are rewiring your brain for success. Your subconscious mind becomes your greatest asset, propelling you toward your goals and turning your dreams into reality. So take control of your thoughts, program your subconscious for success, and watch as your life begins to transform in ways you never thought possible. Breaking negative patterns is a vital aspect of personal growth and success. Many individuals find themselves stuck in cycles of unproductive habits, negative thinking, or limiting beliefs that prevent them from reaching their full potential. These negative patterns are often formed over years and are deeply ingrained in our subconscious minds. They might have developed as a result of early experiences, failures, societal conditioning, or the influence of others. However, the good news is that these patterns are not set in stone. They can be identified and changed. The first step in breaking negative patterns is recognizing that they exist. Often, people are unaware of the thoughts and behaviors that are holding them back. This is why self-awareness is key. It's important to regularly assess your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors to understand where negative patterns are affecting your life. One of the most common negative patterns is self-doubt. Many individuals struggle with feelings of inadequacy or fear of failure. These feelings often stem from past experiences or critical voices from family, peers, or society. When you constantly doubt your abilities, you limit your potential for success. This is a negative pattern that can be broken by actively shifting your mindset. The first step is to challenge the thoughts that fuel self-doubt. When you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," or "I can't do this," immediately counteract it with positive affirmations like, "I am capable," or "I have the skills and abilities to succeed." Over time, these positive thoughts will replace the negative ones, and your confidence will grow. Another common negative pattern is procrastination. Procrastination is often a result of fear of failure, fear of not being perfect, or fear of judgment. It's a way of avoiding discomfort or potential failure, but it also leads to missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. To break the cycle of procrastination, you need to address the root cause. This might involve reframing how you perceive tasks. Instead of focusing on the overwhelming nature of a project, break it down into smaller, more manageable steps. Set specific, achievable goals for each step and celebrate small wins along the way. By consistently taking action, no matter how small, you begin to build momentum. Over time, the act of starting tasks becomes easier, and procrastination loses its power over you. Negative thought patterns can also involve a fixed mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities and intelligence are static. They may think, "I'm just not good at this," or "I'll never be able to learn this skill." This mindset creates a barrier to growth and development. On the other hand, a growth mindset is based on the belief that abilities can be developed through effort and learning. To break free from a fixed mindset, you need to consciously shift your thinking. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," reframe it to, "I'm not able to do this yet, but I can learn." Embrace challenges and view them as opportunities for growth rather than threats to your self-worth. By practicing this mindset shift regularly, you begin to develop a more flexible, resilient approach to challenges. In addition to shifting thought patterns, breaking negative habits is essential for achieving long-term success. Many negative habits, like overthinking, perfectionism, or negative self-talk, can impede progress and drain energy. These habits are often unconscious and automatic, which makes them difficult to change. To break them, you must replace them with positive habits. Start by identifying the triggers that lead to negative behaviors. For example, if you tend to overthink before making decisions, recognize the situations that cause this response. Then, implement a new habit, such as making quicker decisions and trusting your instincts. Repetition is key here as well. The more you practice positive habits, the more natural they will become. Over time, the new habits will replace the old, and you'll notice that you're more focused, decisive, and productive. One of the most powerful tools for breaking negative patterns is mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you become more aware of your thoughts and behaviors in the present moment. By practicing mindfulness, you can observe your negative patterns without judgment, and you'll be better equipped to interrupt them before they take over. You can practice mindfulness through meditation, deep breathing exercises, or simply paying closer attention to your thoughts and actions throughout the day. The goal is not to suppress negative thoughts, but to acknowledge them without allowing them to control your actions. Once you become aware of a negative pattern, you can consciously choose a different response. Over time, this awareness helps you develop greater control over your thoughts and actions. Breaking negative patterns also involves forgiveness. Holding on to past mistakes or resentment can create negative emotional patterns that limit your growth. Forgiveness is not about condoning harmful actions, but about freeing yourself from the emotional burden that negative patterns create. By letting go of past grievances and forgiving yourself, you open the door to healing and growth. This process frees up mental and emotional energy, allowing you to focus on positive change. When you let go of the past, you create space for new patterns to form, patterns that are aligned with your goals and aspirations. To break negative patterns effectively, it's crucial to set clear intentions and goals. Without a clear vision of where you want to go, it's easy to slip back into old habits. Take the time to define what success looks like for you and create a roadmap to get there. This roadmap should include both short-term and long-term goals, as well as specific actions you can take to achieve them. By having a clear plan, you're better able to stay on track and resist the pull of negative patterns. Additionally, celebrate your progress along the way. Breaking negative patterns takes time, and it's important to recognize the steps you're taking toward positive change. The process of breaking negative patterns is not always easy, but it is one of the most empowering things you can do for yourself. As you replace old limiting beliefs and habits with new, positive ones, you'll find that success becomes more accessible. Your thoughts, actions, and behaviors will be more aligned with your goals, and you'll begin to see tangible results. Remember that change takes time, and be patient with yourself during the process. With consistent effort and self-compassion, you can break free from negative patterns and create the life you desire. Success doesn't happen in a vacuum. It requires belief in your own potential. One of the most powerful aspects of success is the ability to build an unshakable belief in yourself. This belief is the foundation upon which everything else is built. It drives you to take action, to persevere in the face of obstacles, and to stay focused on your goals, even when the road gets tough. Without belief in yourself, it's easy to get discouraged and give up when things don't go as planned. But when you truly believe in your abilities, you become unstoppable. Building unshakable belief starts with recognizing your worth and your unique capabilities. Many people struggle with self-doubt, and that doubt often comes from negative experiences or comparisons to others. However, it's important to understand that your value is not determined by external validation or past failures. Your worth is inherent, and it's up to you to recognize it. You need to begin by acknowledging your strengths and successes, no matter how small they may seem. Reflect on past accomplishments and remind yourself of the obstacles you've already overcome. When you focus on your achievements, you build a stronger sense of self-worth and confidence. It's also essential to set yourself up for success by setting achievable goals. When you achieve these goals, no matter how small, you reinforce the belief that you are capable. This creates a cycle of success where each accomplishment fuels the next. As you continue to set and achieve goals, your belief in yourself will continue to grow. Another crucial aspect of building self-belief is practicing self-compassion. Many people struggle with harsh self-criticism, especially when things don't go according to plan. But self-criticism can erode your confidence and make you doubt your abilities. Instead, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend who is going through a tough time. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes, and setbacks are a normal part of the journey. When you approach challenges with a compassionate mindset, you're more likely to bounce back stronger and more determined. It's important to cultivate a strong belief in the process of success. Success is rarely instant. It takes time, effort, and persistence. Believing in the process means trusting that your consistent actions will lead to results, even when you can't see immediate evidence. This belief helps you stay motivated, even during times of uncertainty. To strengthen this belief, surround yourself with people who inspire and support you. Seek out mentors, coaches, or peers who believe in your potential and encourage you to keep going. Their belief in you can help reinforce your own belief in yourself. Building unshakable belief also involves visualizing your success. The more vividly you can imagine your goals being realized, the more real they become to your mind. Visualization is a powerful tool that aligns your subconscious mind with your conscious goals. When you visualize yourself succeeding, you create a mental blueprint for success. Over time, this mental imagery becomes so real that it propels you toward your goals, even in the face of challenges. In conclusion, building unshakable belief in yourself is crucial for success. By recognizing your worth, focusing on your strengths, practicing self-compassion, trusting the process, and visualizing your success, you create a strong foundation that will help you achieve your goals. Your belief in yourself is the driving force behind your actions, and with a solid belief system, you can overcome any obstacle and achieve greatness. One of the fundamental principles of success is taking responsibility for your life and actions. Many people find themselves stuck in a cycle of blaming external circumstances or other people for their failures or challenges. They may think, if only I had a better job, or if I had more support, or if things had gone differently, I would be successful. While it's true that external factors can influence our lives, true success comes from taking full responsibility for how we respond to those factors. Taking responsibility means acknowledging that your thoughts, behaviors, and choices are what ultimately determine your outcomes. It's not about blaming yourself for every mistake, but rather recognizing that you have the power to influence the direction of your life. You stop being a victim of circumstance and become an active creator of your own future. This mindset shift is crucial because it empowers you to take control of your life. If something isn't working in your life, whether it's your career, relationships, or health, taking responsibility means asking yourself, what can I do to change this? What actions can I take to move forward? By reframing your thinking from, I can't, to how can I, you open yourself up to endless possibilities. Responsibility is not about perfection, it's about being accountable for your actions and decisions, learning from mistakes, and consistently striving for growth. This approach allows you to build momentum and work towards success regardless of the challenges you face. A key component of taking responsibility is shifting from an external locus of control to an internal one. People with an external locus of control believe that their lives are largely influenced by factors outside of their control, such as luck, fate, or the actions of others. On the other hand, people with an internal locus of control believe that they have the power to influence their circumstances through their actions, thoughts, and decisions. Research shows that those with an internal locus of control tend to be more successful because they are proactive, resilient, and persistent. When you adopt an internal locus of control, you recognize that you have the power to create the life you desire. You stop waiting for things to change on their own and start taking intentional actions that move you closer to your goals. Taking responsibility also involves being honest with yourself about your strengths and weaknesses. It's easy to blame others or external factors for our shortcomings, but this only keeps us from growing. Self-honesty allows you to recognize areas where you need improvement and take proactive steps to develop those areas. For instance, if you realize that you procrastinate frequently, taking responsibility means acknowledging this behavior and finding ways to overcome it. This might involve setting specific goals, creating a structured plan, or finding strategies to stay accountable. When you take responsibility for your weaknesses, you become more equipped to address them and make lasting improvements. Ultimately, taking responsibility gives you the power to shape your own destiny and enables you to live a life that aligns with your values and goals. A critical part of this journey is understanding that failures and setbacks are a natural part of the process, not a reflection of your worth or potential. When you take responsibility for your life, you also take ownership of your failures and mistakes. Rather than viewing them as defeats, you see them as opportunities to learn and grow. Every failure provides valuable lessons that can help you improve and refine your strategies. People who are successful understand that failure is not final, it's simply a stepping stone on the path to success. When you take responsibility for your failures, you empower yourself to bounce back stronger and more determined than before. This mindset allows you to continue pushing forward, even when faced with adversity. Building self-discipline is another essential aspect of achieving success. Self-discipline is the ability to control your emotions, behaviors, and impulses in order to achieve your goals. It's the ability to stay focused and take consistent action, even when faced with distractions, temptations, or difficulties. Self-discipline is often what separates successful individuals from those who struggle to reach their potential. While motivation may come and go, self-discipline is what keeps you going when motivation wanes. It's the ability to keep your eye on the prize and take action, even when you don't feel like it. One of the most powerful tools for building self-discipline is setting clear, specific goals. Without clear goals, it's easy to become distracted and lose focus. When you set specific, measurable goals, you create a roadmap for your success. These goals should be challenging but achievable, and they should align with your values and vision for your life. Once you have clear goals, break them down into smaller, actionable steps. This helps you stay focused on what needs to be done, and it prevents you from feeling overwhelmed by the bigger picture. Each small step you take brings you closer to your larger goal and reinforces your sense of progress. Another crucial element of building self-discipline is developing healthy routines and habits. The key to consistent action is creating positive, productive habits that support your goals. For instance, if your goal is to get in better shape, developing a daily exercise routine can help you stay on track. If you want to build your business, creating a habit of working on your business every day, even if it's just for an hour, ensures that you are consistently making progress. Routines take the decision-making out of the equation and make it easier to stay disciplined. When certain actions become habitual, they no longer require as much mental energy or motivation, which makes it easier to stay consistent. Self-discipline also requires delaying gratification. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in instant pleasures, whether it's checking social media, watching TV, or indulging in unhealthy food. These distractions can derail your progress and keep you from achieving your long-term goals. Self-discipline involves prioritizing long-term success over short-term pleasure. This doesn't mean depriving yourself of enjoyment, but rather understanding when to delay instant gratification in order to achieve greater rewards in the future. For example, instead of spending hours on social media, you might choose to use that time to work on a skill or project that will bring you closer to your goals. By making intentional choices and practicing delayed gratification, you strengthen your self-discipline and improve your chances of success. It's also important to practice self-compassion and patience while building self-discipline. Developing strong self-discipline takes time and requires consistent effort. There will be moments when you slip up or lose focus, but it's important not to beat yourself up. Instead, use these moments as learning opportunities and keep moving forward. Be kind to yourself during the process and celebrate the progress you've made. Remember that self-discipline is not about perfection. It's about making consistent efforts toward your goals, even when it's difficult. Taking responsibility and building self-discipline go hand in hand. When you take responsibility for your actions and your choices, you are more likely to stay disciplined and focused on your goals. Responsibility empowers you to take charge of your life, while self-discipline ensures that you stay on track and make steady progress. Together, these two qualities are the bedrock of success, and they enable you to achieve your dreams, no matter the challenges or obstacles you may face. True success requires a mindset of abundance. Many people operate from a mindset of scarcity, believing that there is not enough success, opportunity, or resources to go around. This mindset leads to feelings of competition, jealousy, and fear of missing out. People with a scarcity mindset focus on what they lack rather than on what they have. They often feel that success is reserved for a select few and that they are not part of that group. This belief creates a limiting perspective and prevents them from seeing the opportunities available to them. An abundance mindset is based on the belief that there is more than enough success, resources, and opportunities for everyone. People with an abundance mindset see the world as full of possibility. They believe that by helping others, collaborating, and sharing knowledge and resources, everyone can thrive. This mindset is not just about material wealth, but about overall abundance of opportunities, health, love, and personal growth. When you operate from an abundance mindset, you focus on the opportunities around you rather than on what you lack. Cultivating an abundance mindset begins with shifting your focus. Instead of comparing yourself to others or feeling envious of their success, focus on your own progress and growth. Celebrate the success of others and see it as proof that success is possible for you as well. Rather than viewing competition as a threat, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. When you believe that there is plenty of success to go around, you become more open to new opportunities and willing to collaborate with others. This shift in perspective creates a positive, empowering mindset that attracts more abundance into your life. Another key aspect of an abundance mindset is gratitude. People with an abundance mindset regularly practice gratitude because they recognize that they are already blessed with many things. Gratitude helps you focus on what you have rather than what you don't have. By acknowledging the abundance in your life, whether it's your health, relationships, or opportunities, you attract more of it. Gratitude also shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, and it encourages you to appreciate the journey rather than just focusing on the end result. One of the most powerful benefits of an abundance mindset is that it frees you from fear and limiting beliefs. When you believe that there is enough for everyone, you no longer fear failure or the success of others. Instead, you focus on your own growth and contribution to the world. This shift allows you to take risks, pursue your dreams, and embrace challenges without fear of running out of resources or opportunities. With an abundance mindset, you are more likely to attract positive people, opportunities, and experiences into your life because you approach the world with a positive, open-minded perspective. An abundance mindset also encourages you to give back. When you believe there is enough for everyone, you are more likely to share your time, knowledge, and resources with others. This spirit of generosity creates a cycle of positivity and abundance where the more you give, the more you receive. The law of abundance operates on the principle of flow. What you give flows back to you. By helping others succeed, you elevate yourself as well. An abundance mindset is essential for achieving success. By shifting your focus from scarcity to abundance, practicing gratitude, and sharing with others, you create a mindset that attracts more opportunities, success, and fulfillment into your life. When you believe that there is enough for everyone, you operate with a sense of positivity, openness, and generosity that will propel you toward your goals. This mindset, combined with self-discipline and responsibility, creates the foundation for lasting success and fulfillment. To achieve lasting success, one of the most critical factors is mastering the ability to set clear, specific goals. Goal setting is not just about having a vague desire for success, it's about creating a detailed roadmap that guides your actions toward your desired outcomes. When you set goals, you provide yourself with direction and purpose. Without clear goals, you may find yourself drifting through life, reacting to situations instead of proactively creating opportunities. The act of setting goals forces you to define what success looks like breaking it down into smaller, achievable steps that will help you track your progress. The first step in setting effective goals is ensuring they are specific and measurable. General goals like, I want to be successful or I want to get fit are too vague to act upon. Instead, break those goals down into more tangible objectives. For example, if your goal is to be successful, specify what success looks like for you, whether it's earning a certain income, launching a business, or achieving a specific career milestone. When your goals are specific, it becomes easier to create a concrete action plan. Measurable goals allow you to track your progress, giving you clear markers of success along the way. This is motivating because you can see your achievements in real time, which reinforces the idea that you are moving closer to your desired outcome. It's important to ensure that they are realistic and attainable. Setting goals that are too far out of reach can lead to frustration and disappointment, while goals that are too easy won't push you to grow or stretch your abilities. Realistic goals are those that challenge you, but are also achievable with effort and persistence. When setting goals, take into account your current resources, skills, and time commitments. For instance, if you're looking to run a marathon but have never run more than a mile, setting a goal to run 26.2 miles within a month may be too ambitious. Instead, start with smaller, incremental goals, such as running 3 times a week and gradually increasing your distance. This helps build momentum and confidence as you progress. Another essential aspect of effective goal setting is ensuring that your goals are time-bound. This means establishing deadlines or target dates by which you plan to achieve specific milestones. Having a timeline creates a sense of urgency and helps you stay focused. Without deadlines, goals can feel like distant aspirations that are easily postponed. A clear timeline forces you to take consistent action and prevents procrastination. For example, instead of saying, I want to start my business someday, set a specific date by which you will have your business plan complete or your website launched. A time-bound goal is a commitment to action, and it keeps you accountable to yourself. Setting goals also requires a level of flexibility. While it's important to have a plan in place, success rarely follows a straight path. There will be obstacles, detours, and unexpected challenges along the way. If you encounter setbacks, it's essential to be adaptable and adjust your goals or strategies accordingly. The key is not to give up on your goals when things get tough, but to adjust your approach, seek alternative solutions, or break your goals down into smaller, more manageable steps. Flexibility allows you to stay committed to the bigger picture while navigating the inevitable challenges that arise. It also encourages resilience and persistence, which are critical for long-term success. Another significant aspect of goal setting is developing a sense of ownership and responsibility toward your goals. It's easy to set goals and then feel discouraged if you don't achieve them right away. However, taking ownership of your goals means acknowledging that your success is directly tied to the actions you take. It's about understanding that every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your ultimate goal. Taking responsibility also involves accountability, so it can be helpful to share your goals with a mentor, coach, or friend who can support and encourage you throughout the process. Being accountable to someone else can provide an additional layer of motivation and help keep you on track. As you progress in your journey towards success, it's essential to celebrate your wins along the way, no matter how small they may seem. Recognizing and celebrating milestones boosts your motivation and reinforces the idea that you are capable of achieving your goals. This positive reinforcement is crucial for maintaining momentum and overcoming obstacles. Celebrating small wins helps you stay focused on the progress you've made rather than becoming discouraged by the distance still between you and your ultimate goal. By acknowledging each victory, you build confidence and maintain a positive outlook, which drives you to keep moving forward. Setting goals should not be a one-time event, but rather an ongoing process. Once you achieve one goal, it's time to set another. Success is not a destination. It's a continuous journey of growth, learning, and development. After achieving a goal, take the time to reflect on the process, identify what worked well, and recognize areas for improvement. Use these insights to inform your next set of goals, creating a cycle of continuous improvement and progression. This mindset ensures that you are always growing and evolving, pushing yourself to reach new heights and achieve even greater success. Another crucial element of success is developing a positive mindset, which acts as the foundation for everything else you do. A positive mindset is the belief that you are capable of achieving your goals, overcoming challenges, and finding solutions to problems. It's the belief that no matter what setbacks or obstacles you encounter, you have the inner strength and resilience to persevere. Cultivating a positive mindset doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. It means approaching challenges with the belief that they are opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable barriers. One of the first steps in developing a positive mindset is to practice gratitude. Gratitude helps shift your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right in your life. By focusing on the things you are thankful for, whether it's your health, your family, or the opportunities you have, you train your mind to look for the good in every situation. This shift in perspective is incredibly powerful because it changes how you respond to challenges. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by problems, you begin to see them as stepping stones to your greater success. Gratitude also helps reduce stress and anxiety by promoting a sense of peace and contentment. It's important to surround yourself with positivity. The people you spend time with and the environments you immerse yourself in have a profound effect on your mindset. Surround yourself with individuals who inspire and uplift you, who believe in your potential, and who encourage you to strive for greatness. These positive influences act as a source of motivation, reminding you that you are capable of achieving your goals. If you find that certain people or environments bring you down or drain your energy, it may be necessary to distance yourself from them. Prioritize relationships and situations that foster your growth and well-being. Another essential element of a positive mindset is self-belief. Believing in your own abilities is essential for success because it directly impacts your actions and decisions. When you have confidence in yourself, you're more likely to take risks, step outside your comfort zone, and persist in the face of challenges. On the other hand, self-doubt can paralyze you, making it difficult to take action or move forward. To build self-belief, start by acknowledging your strengths, skills, and past achievements. Remind yourself that you have overcome challenges before and you are fully capable of doing so again. By reinforcing positive self-talk and focusing on your abilities, you cultivate a mindset of self-belief that propels you towards success. Practicing mindfulness is another effective way to nurture a positive mindset. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment without judgment or distraction. It allows you to observe your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors without becoming overwhelmed by them. When you practice mindfulness, you gain greater control over your emotions and reactions, which helps you respond to challenges more calmly and rationally. Mindfulness also helps you stay focused on your goals, reducing distractions and negative thinking that may prevent you from achieving success. A positive mindset also requires resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and continue moving forward despite difficulties. Resilience is crucial because success rarely comes without challenges. There will be moments of failure, disappointment, and frustration. However, individuals with a positive mindset view these moments as temporary and treat them as learning experiences rather than reasons to give up. By developing resilience, You equip yourself with the mental fortitude needed to persevere through obstacles and continue pursuing your goals with determination. Practice self-compassion. When you face setbacks, be kind to yourself and recognize that failure is part of the journey toward success. Instead of beating yourself up or dwelling on mistakes, treat yourself with understanding and encouragement. By nurturing self-compassion, you prevent negative emotions like shame or frustration from derailing your progress. In conclusion, developing a positive mindset is essential for success. It shapes how you respond to challenges, influences your decisions, and drives your actions. By practicing gratitude, surrounding yourself with positivity, believing in yourself, staying mindful, and cultivating resilience, you create a mindset that empowers you to achieve your goals. With a positive mindset, you can overcome any obstacle, embrace opportunities for growth, and persist in the face of adversity, ultimately leading you to long-term success.